How to Not Die Alone, book summary, and 5 dating lessons. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I recently finished reading How to Not Die Alone by Logan Ury, and honestly, this book has totally shifted the way I'm thinking about dating and relationships. So in this episode of Book Club, where we break down key lessons from some of my favorite reads, we're going to start with the 4 big reasons dating feels so hard these days. And then I'll share 5 of my favorite tips from the book to help you approach dating more effectively. Seriously, it's worth reading the whole thing yourself, but here's my take. Part 1. Why dating feels so complicated right now. If we're being real, dating has always had its challenges, but Logan points out 4 specific reasons it's especially tricky in the modern world. 1. Personal identity matters more than ever. In the past, people had far less personal choice. Careers, partners, even life paths were often decided by family or tradition. Marriages were sometimes arranged for practical reasons, like joining land or merging businesses. But today, especially in the West, we focus heavily on individuality and building our own identities. Who we choose as a partner becomes a major part of that identity, which raises the stakes. 2. We have too many options. Thanks to dating apps, we can swipe through hundreds of profiles in minutes. Behavioral science calls this the paradox of choice. More options should make it easier to find the best one, but often it overwhelms us and makes it harder to choose at all. 3. Social media creates unrealistic comparisons. We see couples posting picture-perfect moments, engagement announcements, or adorable vlogs, and it's easy to compare our messy behind-the-scenes to their curated highlight reels. This makes finding a partner feel like an impossibly high-stakes quest. 4. It's one of the biggest life decisions we'll ever make. As Sheryl Sandberg has said, the person you marry is arguably the most important career decision you'll ever make, because it impacts everything else in life. That's a lot of pressure. Why I'm reading about relationships. Some people think love should just happen naturally, but relationships are one of the most important parts of life. When we're at the end of our lives, it's the people we love, not our productivity hacks or work achievements, that matter most. And yet, most of us spend way more time reading about business, money, or self-improvement than about how to build meaningful relationships. Personally, I want to change that, here and on this channel, because learning about connection, friendship, and love feels essential. Part 2. 5 dating lessons from the book. Tip 1. Know your blind spot. Logan describes 3 dating tendencies we all lean toward. The romanticizer believes in soulmates, instant sparks, and the idea that love should be magical from the start. The hesitator delays dating until they feel ready, whether that means reaching a fitness goal, career milestone, or certain life stage. The maximizer wants to evaluate every possible option before committing in search of the absolute best partner. We can have traits from all 3, but most of us have a dominant style. I personally scored high on maximizer, which explained a lot about my own dating struggles. Tip 2. Don't let perfect be the enemy of great. Maximizers tend to overanalyze and hold out for the perfect option. But research shows that satisficers, people who choose someone who meets their important criteria and then commit to building the relationship, tend to be happier in the long run. Why? Because the idea of a perfect partner is a myth, and chasing it only fuels dissatisfaction. Tip 3. Stop looking for prom dates. Many people prioritize short-term attraction over long-term compatibility. What Logan calls looking for a prom date instead of a life partner. Instead, focus on traits that predict lasting happiness, emotional stability and kindness, a growth mindset, willingness to work on the relationship, the ability to handle conflict constructively. Tip 4. Spread your wings. 3 quick dating guidelines from the book. Lower the bar for first meetings. Give people a chance beyond surface-level traits like height, job, or curated photos. Don't obsess over the spark. Love at first sight is rare and not a reliable predictor of long-term success. Always go on a second date. Unless there's a clear red flag, give people the opportunity to open up and show more of themselves. Tip 5. Decide, don't slide. When moving to a new stage, becoming exclusive, moving in, getting engaged, Make it a conscious decision, not something you just drift into because it feels like the next step. Intentional conversations about expectations, hopes, and concerns can save a lot of heartache later. Final thoughts. Dating today comes with unique challenges, but by knowing your blind spots, focusing on what truly matters, and making intentional choices, you can navigate it more effectively. If you're curious, How to Not Die Alone goes deeper into turning great dates into strong, lasting relationships. And honestly, it's worth the read.